Yeah, so today we have positional chess. We have 5 minutes per exercise, and this one is white pieces to move. Like always, even if you don't find the answer, at the end when we go over it, you're going to be able to visualize it. At least we get that exercised. So white to move, evaluate the position, look at the candidate moves, and don't forget we're looking for positional moves. It doesn't have to be a crazy tactic, but it's mainly more about a positional, something that is going to change the position, right? The pawn structure, piece activity, things like that. All right, a pawn. So I just evaluated the position. Main thing that should pop up for all of us is isolated pawn, isolated pawn. At the same time, this is a pawn that blocks 2, that stops 2. And this is going to be a backward pawn for us. We both have the pair of bishops, pretty active pieces, honestly. The main thing, or I think the main factor, is the king safety, which is the first element that we look at. This king seems a little bit safer than this one. Dark squares seem to be weak. This knight is passive. Here we go. So I don't know if you can see it, but this book basically has a section that is about finding the best positional move, right? Now, what they're giving here is the following. There we go. Intuition was right, but I was unable to back it up with solid calculation. So they're giving knight f5 as the best move. And then, of course, bishop f2, we have knight e7, we collect on c8, right? And then this is still, the rook is open now to defend. So that one is easy. What I couldn't make work was if the bishop simply captures. So we got bishop takes, I'm still hitting that rook, and I'm putting pressure on the bishop. Pawn takes, then rook c5, all of the ideas that I mentioned. And then queen e3. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. And then I get the piece back. Now, notice that we didn't win material, but the position now is way better for the white pieces. Look at this, doubled, isolated, 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 isolated. So we started with 2 isolated pawns for black. After these exchanges, they got all of the pawns destroyed. So I'm gonna get the rook back. So we have queen and minor piece versus queen and minor piece. But we know in this position, this bishop is gonna be way superior. And these pawns are gonna fall one by one. Even if we trade all of the pieces, except for king and pawns, these pawns are going to collapse. All right, so like we always do, we couldn't find it, but now we go back and try to visualize the whole thing. So let's do it in our head, and then we play it, and then we go to the next one. So knight f5, this is pinned, and I'm putting pressure on it. I'm threatening to go to e7, bishop takes, I'm hitting c8, pawn takes, so I drop the piece right there, but after rook c5, queen e3, I get it right back. So we have to calculate, we have to visualize, and tactics are always present, guys. All right. I know, but guys, we gotta get exposure. We gotta get exposure to these kind of positions. We have to.